While we can create Python programs that are independent of anything in the Excel grid, we can also use the value of an Excel cell or range in our Python code. In fact, that's what makes this feature so powerful. To do this, we'll use the XL function within a Python cell. I'll create a Python cell here, and I'll create a variable. Here, I can either select a range or a single cell, and then Excel will automatically add the XL function with a cell or range reference. Or I could type the XL function and add my reference manually. And then we can use that variable in our Python code. I'll press Ctrl Enter, and there we go. If I update the cell that my Python code is referencing, I see that my recalculation happens automatically. Or if I was using manual or partial calculation, I'd press F9 and the value would update. We can also address a range of data in the same way. For example, this little set of values over here. I'll scroll over a bit so we can work with this area of the worksheet. I'll create another Python cell here, and then say that this variable is equal to, and then I'll paint this whole range. Excel has added the XL function for me, and put the range I selected in here. It's also added another argument, because it noticed that my range has headers. We could set this to false or just leave it off if we don't want the behavior though. If a range doesn't look like it has headers, Excel won't include this part. I'll commit this, and now I have a Python cell that contains a copy of that data. But the important part is that now this data is available to Python with a name that I specified. That variable is a data frame, and we'll explore data frames later. Using ranges like this makes it easy to use data that already exists in a worksheet or an imported CSV as a data source in Python. In addition to accessing data already in the grid, we can also access data using Power Query, whether that's data from SQL Server, from Azure, from another workbook, or from other files like a CSV or a JSON file that we've set up as a data source. I'll use this function to bring in a CSV that I have. I'll click on Data, Get Data, from File, and then from Text CSV. Here's my scores data. I'll click Import. And then I'll load this into a sheet as a table. I'll move back to my data sheet. Here in cell F15, I'll create a Python cell, and I'll define a variable. Then I'll click back over to my data, and I'll select my whole table. Notice that the function is referring to the table by name. We can also use parameters to determine what parts of the table to use, or we can use the whole thing, represented here by all. I'll add headers equal true, and then I'll press Ctrl Enter. And now that value is stored in a data frame in this sheet. Whether we use cell or range references, queries, or table names, the XL function allows us to bring data into the Python environment, where we can work with, transform, and analyze it. This integration between Python and Excel makes it easy to use values from the Excel grid or from Power Query within our Python code. Next, let's spend some time further exploring how Python returns values to Excel.